I'm starting to just enjoy things again. She's becoming human again. God must be giving you back your soul. I guess so. I think I'm always going to be depressed. I think I just got the fucked up chemicals in my brain where I'm never going to be able to escape the existential melancholy that is always lingering and always there to provide like a fucking 50% mood decrease to anything that I'm doing that would otherwise make like a normal person fully happy. But like I think that's fine. I think that it just is what it is, you know? Sometimes I try to gaslight myself like I'm not depressed. Everything's fine. And it's gotten to the point where it's like I just am depressed, but everything's fine. Does that make sense? I feel a lot healthier, and it's made me more capable of noticing that depression. I've become more and more aware of it. I'm becoming more and more like level-headed and just aware of like, okay, like this is just gonna kick in sometimes, and you just have to like just deal with it. You know, you just gotta chill. I use my depression to fuel myself to continually be better and continue building myself up. I refuse to let it hold me back too much. It definitely gets to me sometimes. You're feeling things again, Pippa. It's possible for you to not be depressed. Yeah. Unironic, natural coping, and learning to accept the highs and lows of everybody. Rango. Please talk to a professional. I don't want to. I've become like so aware, I guess, of when like the depression is like really setting in and starting to take over my brain, and I have to try and hose it down with a garden hose. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, existential dread. I have two options. Either I can continue with what I'm doing, whether it's something productive or unproductive or whatever, and let this like take over, or I can do something that I know will kind of like stave it off or do like a little bit like of a reset on the brain a bit. And then if it's like, so stuff like that could be like showering. Like even if I already showered, sometimes I'll just do an extra shower. I'll like work out for a bit, you know, try and like process whatever thoughts that I'm having, you know, like acknowledge them, be like, okay, like this is like I will say out loud to myself, this is the kind of person I've become. I'll like say out loud to myself, I'll be riding the exercise bike and I'll be like, I am depressed, I want to kill myself, but I'm not going to do it because everything is fine, and new stuff will come along that will pique my interest or give me a reason to live, and I am going to just wait this out. I will say that, and then I'll go like take a shower, maybe like a colder shower than usual or whatever. I'm not taking like fucking ice baths or whatever, but maybe like a colder shower to kind of like shock my brain a bit, or maybe I'll like turn the faucet like all the way to cold for a bit to like kind of like just give me like that jolt. Like sometimes, yeah, like take a bit of a nap, not even like a full nap, just like lay down, just wait it out. It's just like a temporary debuff on a timer. You just gotta wait it out, man. I hope that like more people are able to, I don't know, like just get over it, I guess. Like when I was younger, all these people have all these solutions, right? Where they're like, oh, well, if you just go exercise more, if you just do this, if you just do that, the older you get, like it'll go away. It goes away. It doesn't go away. It doesn't. It never goes away. Maybe for some people it does. For me, it's never gone away, and it's never gotten less bad. So it's just, you just gotta acknowledge that it's a debuff timer. You just gotta acknowledge that it's a fucking debuff timer, and you just gotta wait it out, and then things will go back to being normal. And sometimes that debuff timer is like a week long. And you know what you can do for that week? You can like develop a new video game addiction or something. You can like push your body to the limits for like a marathon, or you can just find stuff, you know? Just recognize that you're in that space and then do stuff that you wouldn't normally do that'll either help it or allow you to wait it out better. It's a loneliness problem. I don't think so. I've always been the kind of person that is very fine on their own. I think it like, if anything, like being around people can tend to like, it like depletes my energy bar to a point where it triggers like, usually it triggers like a manic episode, but that can then lead to a depressive episode. But that is another thing, is I have learned that you can get out of depressive episodes by starting a manic episode, but then that's like a whole nother thing to deal with, and sometimes it is easier to just deal with a depressive episode. Doesn't it also make you mad? Manic episodes? I would say both manic episodes and depressive episodes, yeah. They both definitely make me angry. They're angrier than normal. Depressive episodes tend to make me more like, I am so, like, how do I say this? Like, I am so, it's very like self-pitying. Does that make sense? It's very like, I am so angry with everything. Life is nothing but fucking pile of misery after a pile of misery, and you just keep digging through the piles, and you're just gonna end up with more misery, and fuck everything. Nothing matters. People suck. Don't even bother. And then when I get manic, I'm like, I don't like view other people like as people. I start to view them as like NPCs. Unironically, I have to be like very careful, I guess, when I'm manic, because it'll be like, I don't know. I'm just so detached from reality, I guess, that it's like I gotta stay away from people. I just gotta fucking stay away from people when I'm manic. Not gonna lie, that's kind of hilarious. It's kind of not hilarious, man, because it's like I'll be tempted to. It's dissociation. It kind of is dissociation. Full delulu. I don't know. Like, it also puts me on edge where it's like I start to try to like psychoanalyze people, and I read into their every action, and I start to be like, well, if they're saying and doing this, then that means that they want this or that, and now I need to try and craft like a response and stuff in order to come out ahead in this interaction, so that way I'm not just being like farmed or whatever. I get schizo-paranoid. Are you okay? I am okay. I am okay. I just have bouts where I'm not okay. And sometimes those bouts do last like a week or 2 weeks. But eventually they stop, and I can go back to normal for however long. And I just have to be, you know, like, this is just life, you know? Sometimes you just have to be very careful of how you live, because you might accidentally trigger debuffs. If I don't get enough sleep, I might accidentally trigger the fucking manic episode debuff because I drank a bunch of coffee, and now like my brain is like short-circuiting because I have all of this energy because I've been sipping on a large coffee all fucking day. I haven't given myself any time to like calm down, and now the manic episode is gonna last for like 3 days because now I can't function like a normal person again, or like interacting with people. It's like one bad interaction and I start having like a fucking meltdown out of nowhere, and it's just like a fucking RNG gamble of whether or not this is going to trigger. Yeah, I gotta manage the moodlets. I don't know. Life is difficult, but it just is what it is. Manic depressive. I might be a little bit manic depressive.
Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.